I needed to save the footage in separate parts. It's easier for me to edit that way.
Oh. Oh, come on, man. You can do it.
Prados, it took me 14 days to do that 6-hour one. I'm never doing that again.
Aw. Alright, join with OFTW.
God damn it, Kratos.
Like I said, it doesn't matter. The room isn't filling up.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, worry about it when the room starts filling up, and if it doesn't, then yeah. You've got it.
I just remember stuff from
what it
Ray's
takes.
streams, okay?
Huh?
Brown man.
That's racist.
That's what his name is! He's Puerto Rican!
And to be fair, he's whiter than me.
That's silly.
Stop.
No! Gosh, I hope I'm not getting sick again. Like, I'm still not even over the first one. Like, I still have this freaking terrible cough, and it's getting worse.
Another thing I don't like about Breath...
It is me!
Shut up! I'm talking. Another thing I don't like about Breath of the Wild is the fact that
you get
horses
sick.
are useless. Horses are absolutely useless. They can't climb up anywhere, obviously, and you can't call them from anywhere. They just stay in a specific area. There is no point in getting on a horse.
Join on your phone. What's happened to Jackbox.tv?
Hola! It is me! I have joined the game!
I have joined the game too. Oh, wait a second. You weren't even in the game until just now. Now you're in.
And rupees
Yeah,
are
I guess it's a little slow, because I have
very
just joined
rare.
game.
Like, I didn't find my first rupee until maybe like 7 hours into the game.
Well, cut more grass, dude.
They
Wait,
don't
wait,
come out of
wait.
grass. The only thing that comes out of grass is lizards and crickets.
Are you
What did you
serious?
find?
What the hell is this game?
There's no heart pickups either. You have to cook food or eat food in order to heal.
This is literally
Cut
Elder
more
Scrolls.
grass, man.
I'm telling you, it's a Western RPG. It's not Zelda. I don't like it.
Just gotta cut that grass. That's the solution, man.
Yeah, but actually, no, I heard that the thing is that when you cook certain combinations of food, you can actually build up your stats, and then you can take more hits and stuff.
Not really. You can cook like certain foods will bring you over your heart cap, but it's just like soul hearts in Isaac. It's like it's not actual hearts.
Oh,
You
I
can't
said it's not
restore
like a
them.
permanent health bonus.
No, the only way to get heart containers is to either kill a boss, which there aren't that many, or do these little shrine things that give you these orbs, which are basically just pieces of heart, and once you get 4 of them, you can choose to either get a heart container or a stamina container,
Huh.
which will increase your max hearts or max stamina.
Which, as you said,
By the way,
Samus
the
is fucking
Joy-Cons are
useless.
freaking tiny.
Yeah, that was already established.
Well, they
Yeah,
should
but they're
be
even
perfect
tinier
size for
than
your
I
tiny
thought
hands,
they were.
Kratos. Remember, you kept saying that they're tiny.
These things are even tinier than I thought they would be, though. And that's saying a lot.
You know, I actually don't mind Western RPGs, though. That's the thing about me.
Yeah, but this
That's
is not
fine.
a good Western RPG then.
It probably is. It's probably an amazing Western RPG, but if I order a hamburger and you give me fish, I'm probably going to be upset.
So what you're
I
saying
didn't-
is that
I
it's
went
not
in-
for everyone.
It's
Yeah.
not. It's the perfect Zelda game for people who don't like Zelda games.
I bet I'll like it.
You probably will, but I don't like that style of game.
Well,
3,
that's the thing.
2, and 1.
I'll tell you what my
Okay.
problem with it is, from what I've seen, is that I don't like the theming of it so far. Like, every time I see a person play it, it's like it's either a grassy field, a forest, a mountain, or like a volcanic area, you know?
Well, yeah, that's the add ice area, add like a snowy area, and there's the entirety of the map.
Yeah, but it's like, that's what's bothering me, is that a game like Skyrim, the interesting thing about it is that's more than that. It's like, you got like these like weird places, you know, that you go to, and it's like, places that you never see before that have like enemies and like, you know, assets.
Don't forget
that
you
are,
can
like,
mod it.
that are like exclusive to like this specific place, you know? Like you go to like that place in Skyrim where it's like underground and it's a super pain in the ass and those armored bug flying things that kick your ass.
There are literally 5 enemy types in the game, and the rest of them are reskins of those 5 enemy types.
Watch as they have a paywall.
Exactly.
For
And that's
new
what I hate
content.
about it. Is that
Well,
from what
there's
I've
DLC.
seen,
Oh yeah, I
I'm talking
forgot.
about. I'm talking about. Oh, it's me.
from what I've seen of
I'm
Breath of the
talking
Wild,
about Zelda. There's
Like-
there's 5 enemy.
Okay, here's your first
Yeah.
question.
but that's what I'm saying is like I think
In
that like
2015,
it doesn't
Los
theme well in
Angeles
that
police
case,
were
you
on the
know.
lookout for a graffiti artist who, of all
Like,
things, had
not
sprayed
every pla-
graffiti all over
The
a
only way you can tell the
blank.
difference between
Now, here's your
like them
device
is
to
if
answer
they're
Bob
a
that you
different
think will
color
fool the
or
other
if they
players
have
into thinking
like
it's
stronger
true.
looking
If you
weapons.
can't think of anything in time,
That's a
press the
shame.
Y for me button for half the
Like, cause
points.
I
Do
haven't
it now.
I haven't seen a full playthrough of the game yet, so I'm hoping there are at least some interesting environments. There have been like 1 or 2 that look interesting to me, you know.
I think I got this.
I mean, Garcon, it just seems that they're trying to. That Nintendo's just trying to go for the pay-to-play kind of mentality for this system.
How you figure?
Because they're already selling the season pass for it.
Yeah, but it's like it's not like the game
Okay,
itself
now
is a
find the
complete
truth
prod,
and
a
enter it on
complete
your
package.
It just doesn't seem like it. Like, if you're saying that there's only 5 enemy types, I mean, even the smallest Zelda game, like the first
I mean, the
Zelda
DLC doesn't add enemy type. Yet.
game, what does the DLC add?
I don't know.
The next one is like a kind of like the Heroes Arena or whatever, something like that. And then the last one is a story-based pack.
Right.
Okay, what did everyone pick?
That's what we
This is
need.
what it says on GameStop. It says on day 1, add in 3 treasure chests, 1 containing an in-game Nintendo. Wait, what? No, never mind. I don't think that was it. Launching this summer, DLC Pack 1 contains a challenging Cave of Trials, a hard mode, and a feature for the in-game map. Launching Holiday 2017, DLC Pack 2 contains a new dungeon, an original story, and more challenges.
And we're done.
Like, this just seems like a watered-down
No one
version of
picked Police
Skyrim with
Station.
mods.
Those police horses.
And I'm not sure if Garcon you were here for this, but I told them like how I was telling how I was talking to my brother Matt, and we were commenting on how
Fetishes.
like turkey. We were commenting on how when you describe Breath of the Wild to someone, just in its basic concept to someone, it sounds like a fuck you,
When you
you
find
know?
yourself
It's like,
being Cappadocia,
that's
It
really
kind
what
of is.
It basically is to Zelda fans. It's like it's the perfect Zelda game if you don't like Zelda games.
I don't know about
made-
that. It's like,
It's
it's
made
like,
for
it's also
people
kind
who
of
don't. It's made for people who don't play Zelda.
like, because when it comes to like video game IPs that Nintendo has, Legend of Zelda is kind of its Roman Reigns. They just keep pushing it, you know?
When you find yourself
every
in the
That's-
Cappadocia
that's
region of
Mario.
Turkey, make sure to check out the
No, I
famous
disagree,
Rose Valley and
because-
marvel at its many incredible rock formations shaped like blank.
Mario, because Mario is usually derivative and doesn't have any. I
Changes.
entered the truth.
You can't really go wrong with Mario because it's always the same.
Yeah, like with Zelda, they try to quote unquote
Okay, here we
innovate
go.
every
Find the truth.
game.
I knew someone would put penises.
So,
That
but
could-
like
that
what
could
I'm
be the
saying is
answer.
like it's more than that because like Mario is different because Mario like 2D Mario's are like it's like a 2D platformer. That's and in my opinion that's something that needs to be respected nowadays. because you don't get many of those. In my
I mean,
opinion.
not necessarily, because like every new Super Mario Brothers game is the same game.
Okay, but even then,
not. They have
Zelda
different
got
levels.
more games than Mario
Shut up,
games in the
Prados.
past couple of years. Because like,
Hold on a second. Yes,
Okay,
they have
let's
different
take a look.
levels, but look at the difference between New Super Mario Brothers Wii and New Super Mario Brothers Mario 3. They're completely different games. And yes,
Yeah.
that was the right answer because I wrote
It's
dicks and it
best
told me
not
that
to
I put in the
visit
right
anyone.
answer.
Are you kidding me?
I actually remember the
It
truth
actually
test.
knew.
I actually remember this question, and I remembered that was penises.
I'm surprised it differentiated the two as the same thing.
It differentiated them as the same thing? That's like,
Yeah.
I welded that thing cold.
Select a category.
Like,
What? Choose a word.
He hasn't been answering any of these.
Forever.
Yay!
I wonder if he's still here. We did take like 10 years to start this up.
You be
I
quiet.
joined the game.
Ogarashi is a strange
I
fetish
already know
in which
this
a
one.
person gets aroused
Oh.
I've
by
seen this one in other
blank.
Jackbox games.
Yeah.
Lies now.
Don't remember it though.
Uh.
I'd say
I don't
Zelda
know.
is less the Roman Reigns and more the Undertaker. Every time it
I disagree.
reinvented itself. Every
because
time
no,
it
it does not
reinvented itself.
deserve the fucking push that it keeps getting. Like, that's my
How you
point.
figure? How?
Because
Isn't it-
okay, it's the like.
Okay.
You know,
which one's the
like,
truth?
you got like all these fucking re-releases like last year and the year before. You have like the 3DS has 4 Zelda games on it. Like the fucking like
3DS
the
has
Wii-
2 Zelda games on it.
Oh no, it has 4 because you
I
have
don't count remakes.
what? You don't
I don't
count?
count remakes, no.
I do because you know what? I would gladly take an HD remake of a lot of other games that have been made. I would gladly have an HD remake of like Star Fox Assault.
Damn it!
Any-
The remakes of
Anything
Ocarina
but
of Time
Zelda.
and Majora's Mask
Alright,
didn't
let's see
take
what
that much
everybody
effort,
picks.
and they were passed off to a different studio.
And they were actually
doesn't matter,
literally the
it's
exact
still
same
like a-
game, it's just updated.
I still count it. It's still like 4
No, they
Zelda
were
games
the
on
same
one.
engine as well.
Like, you know, it just frustrates me because I'm like, you know, Metroid Prime fans have not gotten a game in ages.
I mean, think about
You
it.
know that?
Think about it this way: the last Zelda game that came out was basically at the end of the Wii's
And
life
nobody fell
cycle.
for some of these
Not
ingenious
counting
lies.
remake.
We're not gonna count Link Between Worlds.
I mean, I'm talking about for a major console, not a handheld.
No, because even then, like Wii U got like the HD remake of.
Again, remakes
wait.
don't count because that's not
It
a
does.
new game. It's not a new game. It
It's
doesn't
just
count.
based on
Yeah,
other
they got-
people's.
also got
It's
the
just based on
HD
previous
remake
popularity.
of fucking Twilight Princess. Yeah, they've been taking forever to get an actual game out, but we've still had an overexposure of Zelda when other.
It's not an
game franchises-
overexposure,
Okay,
dude.
whereas
It's,
other game franchises like Metroid have gotten completely ignored. We have
Oh,
not gotten
now
a
talking
single
about
one-
F-Zero?
Federation Force.
Yeah,
we got a
like,
Metroid
and as,
game.
and as Mecca said, F-Zero. F-Zero's
Oh
not
sure,
gotten.
we're gonna count it in.
It's
Yeah.
it's a Metroid game.
No, we're
Chronos!
not gonna
and-
count Link Between Worlds, apparently.
And, look,
Chronos,
Star
because
Fox
I was
didn't,
talking about main console games.
and then when you look at Star
I'm
Fox, Star
talking
Fox
about
didn't.
games in general.
Like, You look at Star Fox, man, and Star Fox did not even get a game on the Wii. It got Star Fox Zero on the Wii U, but not.
And it had
did
Star
not
Fox
get-
64 3D if counting remakes.
Yeah, it did on the 3DS. That was the one game it got though on the 3DS. You know what I'm saying? It did get on the 3DS, did not get one on the Wii U. I mean, it did not. It did get one on the Wii U, did not get one on the Wii. But that's still it's one
Well,
game.
to be
For
fair,
one.
I would have rathered Star Fox not get a game on the Wii U than Star Fox Zero.
Agreed.
Well, I don't know because I haven't played Star Fox Zero
It's awful.
yet. I've heard it was pretty good actually, but that's just me.
Okay, where's
You
the
can't
truth?
count remakes. It's not a new game.
I do count them because it's like, okay,
It's not new.
it is a re-release, but it's still like a release, you know. That's just what I'm saying.
Overthinking it. I can't pick an answer.
I don't know what to pick.
You're overthinking it.
Pick something.
I'm just saying, like, I think that Zelda's been overdone at this point. That's all I'm saying. Compared to the other like IPs that they have, it's been overdone. Even Mario.
One game every console generation, if that.
At the very least, Mario at least has been innovative. Like, you got Mario
Not
Maker.
really. I mean,
Yes,
yes.
yes.
Mario Maker is
has
not
been the
innovative.
same
People have been
formula
doing
for years.
People have been doing that on PC for ages.
Okay,
It was
First,
a-
you have to
Now,
know
now
BC out.
Nintendo gave us a way to do it easily.
Yeah,
And
a
also,
completely
like, console.
bogged down way to do it.
Okay, yeah.
Well,
You know what?
you did
Independently, people have been doing that for ages. Yes, that's true. But but fucking like no actual major company has ever
nobody picked
capitalized
any
on
of
it
these other
before.
lines.
That's why I'm saying it's innovative.
People
You know.
put level editors in games all the time.
Okay, not an entire game based off of it. with the entire
is-
whole
okay, so-
idea of that.
So what you're saying is it's like got no originality because it's just that small idea.
All right, pick a category.
It's
No.
derivative.
No, it's a full game based off of something
Okay,
that
here's the
was.
question.
Yeah, and that's boring.
If you're into this sort of thing, head to Portland.
I'm just
That's
saying,
not a
it's
game. That's a
Diablo,
creativity
which
tool
bills
like
itself as a
Minecraft.
blank strip club.
And people love Minecraft, though.
Regardless, it's not a full-fledged Mario game.
Well, I would say it's better.
Paid
Actually.
$60 for a creativity tool.
It's $60 for never-ending supply levels.
Yeah, made by 4-year-olds who think just putting a lot of enemies
You'd
in
be surprised at how high quality the levels can be.
Yeah, some
I've
of
never
them.
played a high. I've never played a high quality level in Mario Maker.
I've played a lot of them.
Well, that's because you're using random. But see, that's the point. If you're using random, then you're going to get the shit that is out there. Because
Yeah,
there's
I'd
no
rather
longer
not wait.
creativity.
I'd rather not wade through the
Look,
sewer
look,
so I can
listen.
find maybe.
You find,
Where's
look,
the
I know
dollar?
a guy. I'm not gonna plug his YouTube channel because I don't plug channels on here. But there's a YouTube channel that I watch that does them like professionally, you know. So it's it's like, and he like seeks out and
Hold on.
finds like.
Think about you're saying all this crap about Zelda. There's 3 Mario games on the.
There's
Okay.
3 Mario games on the.
All right.
How is
pick
Mario
the
not
watch.
overexposed whenever Zelda puts out a new title every like 6
Okay.
years?
Okay. Yeah. I just fuck.
What the hell?
Okay, you do understand that though, that like.
I think the game crashed.
Yeah, I mean it's not moving.
Oh
Victory!
no! Whatever will we do now?
By the way, I haven't been paying attention at all to this.
Yeah, I
I
know.
have-
Yeah, I have been guessing answers and I've just been like ragefully arguing.
We might as well just turn this into a podcast.
That's what I was
Yeah.
thinking.
For me.
Yeah,
I'm
we
hungry.
got deep into that.
Because you're wrong.
Look, okay. What I'm saying is that Mario at least deserves it, in my opinion.
How does Zelda not? It's their second
It doesn't.
biggest series.
Yeah, only because they keep making games for it. Seriously.
No,
You-
because the games are good.
No, they're not. Most of them are not, in my opinion. They are not.
Well, you're wrong.
Oh
Okay,
my
okay.
gosh, why?
I can only name less than the number of fingers that I can count on my hand how many Zelda games that I think are actually good.
How many have you played?
Quite a few.
Okay,
You
name
know, I've
5.
not played
Name 5 that you've
all
played.
of them. I have.
Name 5 that you've played.
Okay. I played
5
I played
what?
the first one. I played Zelda 2. I played
Okay,
Phantom
so-
Hourglass,
No, okay.
Twilight Princess.
You've named my 4 of my least favorite Zelda games.
You named my favorite one.
What's
so there you
ironic
go.
here is that I like, and then I played A Link Between Worlds.
A Link Between Worlds was alright.
Decent.
Link Between Worlds was good, in my opinion.
I like
The-
3D Zelda more than 2D Zelda.
Okay. Like of the like, and also I played. I have not beaten Majora's Mask, but I have played it.
Majora's Mask is my favorite Zelda game.
It really is good.
I have not beaten it, but I have played it, and so far that's one of the ones that I don't like. Really, honestly.
Are we gonna start back up?
And then there's
Maybe.
Series.
And then there's Ocarina of Time, which I feel like is just a lesser Twilight Princess, in my opinion.
Well, I mean, the whole point of Ocarina of Time was to just reintroduce everything to the 3D world, and Twilight Princess literally just used Ocarina of Time as a template.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is that
And I don't like Twilight Princess. Twilight Princess is my least favorite 3D Zelda. Well, now it's my second least favorite 3D Zelda.
My favorite.
Here's the thing. Twilight Princess, I think, is in my opinion my favorite 3D of the 3D ones, because I think that the combat is what really makes it for me. Because one thing that I hate,
it's slow.
one thing I hated,
the thing I hate the most about Twilight Princess is the wolf combat.
That is shit.
and that is something that I almost universally
I didn't
hate.
mind the wolf combat.
In almost all Zeldas, I usually hate the combat. And Twilight Princess is the only one that I don't.
Twilight Princess, Wind Waker has better combat than Twilight Princess.
No, it doesn't.
Yes, it does.
No. It does.
It really doesn't. Yeah, okay. Admittedly, I haven't played it, but I would say, so I can't really talk about it. But from what I've seen,
Twilight Princess got its combat template from Wind Waker.
Okay.
Oh?
I haven't played Wind
How?
Waker, so I wouldn't be able to comment on it.
They're basically the same
I
combat.
played them
but
both.
Wind
They
Waker
couldn't
was
be any
smooth.
more different.
Well, you're
But
wrong.
but here's the thing. I don't like 2D Zelda games that often because I hate the combat in them. Like, the one thing I liked about Phantom Hourglass compared to
I
other
hate
2D
the
Zeldas.
DS Zelda games.
Well, Phantom
Okay.
Hourglass is good.
Oh yeah, also I forgot. I
I
played
didn't like
Spirit
either of them.
Tracks, and Spirit Tracks is my least favorite of all the games.
Oh yeah, I like Spirit Tracks is the only Zelda game outside of this one that just came out that I haven't beaten because I didn't like Phantom Hourglass.
Spirit Tracks has angered me more than any other Zelda game, I would say.
Wait
Like-
until you play freaking Breath of the Wild. It's the most
Yeah.
infuriating thing ever.
Well, like just the train traveling in Spirit Tracks is just like you're on those tracks and then there's fucking phantom trains. You know, it's like
Just try walking through a freaking like ocean area and then getting shot at by 5 million Octoroks.
yeah. But what I'm saying is like Phantom Hourglass, I like the combat in it because it's just like you tap on an area of the screen and then Link just like jumps towards something and attacks it with its sword, you know. If it doesn't work, then you can just double tap somewhere and you'll roll, you know. It controlled well for me, I found.
I
And, like-
hate it. I hate that kind of
And
combat.
it's just kind of like fast, you know. It's just like it's for me. It felt more like combat than like the other 2D Zeldas, where it's like, you know, you run up to something, you know, on like a vertical like or horizontal base like track, and then you just like swing a sword, you know. You don't like lunge at them, you swing it.
I'm
And
gonna get something to eat. I'll be right back.
That's
much
what
rather
Phantom Hourglass is basically the same thing. You swipe across the screen to swing the sword.
no,
It's the only
because
difference.
because with Phantom Hourglass you click on an enemy and you lunge at them, and I like the lunging, like, you know, like the automatic like just like lunging at an enemy like attack, you know.
Okay, so you don't like to actually do any of the stuff. You like it to be automated and it look cool.
No. I think that it carries the momentum of you running at him.
It
It's
really
not like-
doesn't.
No, it does because okay.
You're not
when you-
doing anything though.
Okay,
it's
less
all
so-
automated.
Okay, you have a point. I'm saying
it
like
turns into a strategy
it's
game,
not
not
momentum. With
actually
Twilight Princess
Zelda
it's momentum
Adventure.
based, but with fucking like like what I'm saying is that like I hate it in Link Between Worlds when you.
Well,
when
it's
you walk-
because Link Between Worlds is literally just Link to the past.
Yeah, it's like where you just walk up to an enemy, stop, then swing. I hate the stopping part, you know, where you're just like you could just go up and just attack him, but no, you have to wait a moment to actually stop and then swing. You know, it's like, you know, and then during that time he can attack you if you don't
That's
time it
that's
well.
really only 2D Zeldas that do that.
It's like I don't know. To me, that's more frustrating, you know, and there really is little payoff to it.
That's what I'm saying. I've always liked the 3D Zelda games more. There are a few 2D Zeldas that have a place in my heart, like Link's Awakening.
Oh, that
But
was
that's just
good.
because I
That was
played it
Link's
as a
Awakening.
kid.
Yeah.
3D Zelda is just a lot better.
I just think that the combat, like for me with the Zelda, a real highlight is when the combat's good, because when the combat's good in Zelda, then like it doesn't feel so bad when when you're confronted by an enemy. I like puzzle Zeldas also, which is why I think that Link Between Worlds is a good game.
Been playing
But it's not
Oracle of Ages.
it's not my favorite one because I don't like the combat, you know?
Yeah, if you want good puzzles, then you should play the Oracle games, both of
Yeah,
them.
and I would gladly play it because I love like that console generation, you know, just in general, you know. So, the, with the Game Boy and everything. So, and you know,
But like, I get what you're saying, but every Zelda game is different. They're
Yeah.
not this. They're not just derivative of each other like every Mario game is.
Like
Yeah,
the
but
new
that's
Super
fine.
Mario
last
series
one.
are literally
Most
the exact same
fans
game.
don't understand that.
New Super Mario Brothers is the same game. Like every single new Super Mario Brothers is the same game,
And I'm like,
starting from
why?
the DS game all the way to the Wii game.
No, okay. Here's the
The
thing.
only difference is like they'll add like a couple of different power-ups, or they'll make it multiplayer.
No,
That's
because
the only difference.
There's nothing
In,
radical like from Mario to Mario Bros. 3.
you okay. I understand that it's not a drastic difference, but there is a huge difference in the games. So for instance, with going from New Super Mario Bros. DS to like the Wii one, I think the Wii introduced the spinning also into
No.
it.
Did
Okay.
it? I don't. Oh yeah.
Okay. Not
That's the-
like
that's
okay.
the
I know
only
Mario
difference.
World was the first one to do it, but
No,
the Wii.
just listen. That's the only difference between New Super Mario Brothers games is that the first game didn't have the spin, and every other game after that, like all 4 other games after that, did. There is no difference between the second New Super Mario Brothers game and the last one,
Yes, there is.
except for
Because
level design.
yes, there is, because when you use the spinning in midair in the Wii U one, then you do the whop, and then like you can remain in midair while you do that for a little longer.
That's in every single New Super Mario Brothers game after the first one, and there's
No,
5
not in
of
the
them.
second one. You can't do it in the second one. You can
It's
spin
in
in
the
the
second
second one, but you can't do the whop.
Yes, you can.
I'm pretty sure.
You can. It's in the Wii one, it's in the 3DS one, and it's in the Wii U one.
Huh.
They're all the same after the first one. And the first one didn't have that spin
Okay.
in the
But to
air.
be fair,
That's the
like,
only
okay, the
difference.
New Super Mario Bros. U was just another launch title, and it was obviously rushed. You know, I'm
Okay,
not,
well, what about freaking Super Mario 3D World? It's just Super Mario 3D Land.
okay.
It's
But
every
it's-
Mario game that has come out since Mario 64. Well, okay, every
World.
Mario game. Let me talk.
World
Every
has
Mario
multiplayer.
3D, every 3D Mario game that has come out since, I'll say Mario
Fun.
Galaxy 1 has been derivative.
Yeah, Mario
say
Galaxy
so.
2, they say it was like the extra content. There's nothing different. It's just you add Yoshi and a couple of stuff for Yoshi. It barely
World
changes
has
anything. It's the
multiplayer.
exact same
Okay.
game.
Mario
Okay,
Galaxy.
but we're talking about it's
I
derivative.
heard lag.
Okay.
We're talking about game mechanics. It's derivative.
Mario Galaxy 2, yeah, pretty much was the same thing as Mario Galaxy 1, except it had different levels and had Yoshi. But but I would even go as far as say that
What?
Mario Galaxy was derivative of just Super Mario 64. It was just vanilla
Yeah.
platforming.
Well, that's
Uh,
why I'm saying like they changed it going from Mario 64 to Mario Sunshine because of the jetpack
Why?
mechanics. So I was saying every game after Sunshine is derivative.
Yeah, that's it. That's exactly how I feel. Because like as much as everyone argues that Galaxy is like the best Mario game, you know, which I disagree with. But
I just don't like 3D Mario in general.
like Mario Galaxy, like people always give it way too much credit for the gravity physics and everything. You know, just
Yeah,
running
they were
around.
always
like
funky.
you could run around a ball, like all the way around it. But I've always felt like just as a game, it's just kind of running and jumping platforming, which to me
Well, I
is.
mean, that's what every platform game is.
Well, with me, it's like it's more interesting in like because there's more things you can do in Sunshine, you know. And I feel like when it comes to a platformer, the number of abilities that you have is very important. Like, which is why my favorite game is Yoshi's Island. It's a platformer where you get all this stuff that you can do, and you have so many options of how you can take on a puzzle or a task.
I mean, my favorite platform is Donkey Kong Country 2.
But that game's hard as shit, though.
But but it's still fun.
Failure doesn't mean that's not fun.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about the Donkey Kong Country series. I tried playing.
The first game is awful.
Okay, I tried playing Tropical Freeze, and that game is hard. But,
I saw that.
I hate them
It is
both.
hard.
yeah.
They're not fun.
I
Yeah.
revisited it back in December when I went bowling with a coworker. We played some Tropical Freeze afterwards, and it was freaking difficult.
Yeah.
Tropical Freeze and Donkey Kong Country Returns are garbage.
I like them both. Actually, the original Country Returns was pretty difficult too.
I
Yeah,
beat it.
but isn't that the one where you shake a stick?
I don't know, but
Played it.
I
on
don't
the
know, but I
SNES.
remember I raged at the last world and that last boss. It was so annoying.
I am really, I will say one thing, I'm really proud of Woolly World. You know, Yoshi's Woolly World.
I'm not interested. I don't like the island mechanics.
I'll tell you,
Fun,
like,
but I would only play it in multiplayer. I wouldn't play it single player.
The only game like that I've played through and beaten was Yoshi's Story.
I would say that Woolly World is the best sequel to Yoshi's Island that's come out since Yoshi's Island.
Well, yeah, I mean, the only other one that I can think of is Yoshi's New Island, which was terrible.
No, well, there's also DS.
I thought that was basically the same game.
No, it's not. Because, like, Yoshi's Island DS made it all about the babies. Where it's like, oh, you could get the Baby Wario, and then Baby Wario allows you to stomp and everything.
Yeah, there were a lot of abilities for the babies and the DS.
Yeah, and they made in my opinion, I hated the theming of that game because it's basically like, it's Yoshi's Island, but now there's babies, you know? And I feel like when you theme a Yoshi game, you gotta make it a lot about the Yoshis and less about the baby, you know? Because, like, you know, it was cool in the original Yoshi's Island when you occasionally become, like, Super Baby Mario, but when you take that and you make it all about the babies, you know, it didn't seem like a good idea to me.
It kind of detracts from everything.
Yeah, especially when, like, Yoshi's Story got such good reception, or okay reception, you know, and it was just Yoshi's, you know? I feel like it kind of took a step back, but...
I don't know how we got on this tangent.
We were just talking about Nintendo and
you were talking about how wrong you are.
Fuck you. It's
like, yeah, I get it. I get
That's
it.
how I feel talking to him, man. That's how I feel talking.
I understand, but you have to understand that your own bias is getting in the way of your thought here. You don't like the Zelda series, so you think that it's being overexposed because you don't like it.
Okay, here's the thing. Is that it's like, your argument is like, you could argue that Mario has been overexposed, but I think that something is to be said that Mario was like the big Nintendo game that like started it all, you know? So I feel like there is a reason.
Zelda wasn't too far off on that. It's
Okay.
it's like Mario, let's say Mario was 10 and Zelda was like 9.5.
Okay, no. This is where you and me disagree because like
That's how
with
it's been since the beginning.
I mean, Zelda is the second biggest franchise they have.
Maybe I am wrong, but the way I see it, it's like I see like Mario is like the Hulk Hogan of Nintendo. It gets overexposed, but you understand why because it did Hulk versus Andre, you know, essentially.
And Zelda would be the Randy Savage.
It's dead.
You're missing the point.
No, but no, what I'm saying is like to me, like if Mario is like the Hulk Hogan, I'm saying like I'd say Zelda's like the Roman Reigns, where it gets too much exposure that it deserves.
Absolutely not. If anything, Pokemon would be the Roman Reigns.
You know what?
I'm not getting into this.
I might agree with you there.
Pokemon would be the Roman Reigns. Zelda, like I said, would be the Undertaker. It reinvents itself to success every time.
Well, that would be like Chris Jericho more than Undertaker.
Fair enough.
Because you know
Except
the Undertaker.
Chris Jericho's a dick.
You know the Undertaker. You've done it now.
You've done it now. You've gone and made a big mistake. And I can't allow.
You
You
didn't
think
just
that you
walk
got
away. Turn around. You're gonna pay. Cause the end is now. This is gonna be your judgment day.
Judgment Day.
Y'all gonna pay.
Y'all gonna pay.
pay. I forget the rest of the lyrics, but that's
My favorite lyric from that song is "Cause badass is always kicking assholes' ass."
Yes.
Did they rhyme ass with ass?
Yeah.
Cause badasses always
Did they
kick
hire Bon Jovi?
ass. Okay. Well, we've resolved this conversation of
Why are we
comparing
still streaming
Nintendo-
this?
Because it's a podcast at this point.
Nintendo WWE podcast. I'm sure a lot of people are going to be interested.
Oh, I'm sure.
Hey Pierce, what game do you think we can play next?
Well,
now
I
that
do
we've
have
got-
a Steam gift for 3 people for Square Heroes if you want to do that.
I don't even know what that is.
We would have to download that, and you think our viewers are going to stick around that long? Oh wait,
No,
what?
I don't think
They're
anyone's even sticking around.
Yeah, what viewers? What are you talking about?
I think all 3 of the people we're watching are us.
Everyone left.
They left way before Fibbage.
Yeah, because we took forever starting it up. Good
Razor's
times,
playing-
good times.
Razor's playing Zelda. Oh, he just stopped playing Zelda.
What viewers?
Oh boy, I'm sorry.
Yeah, you
Hey.
can't help it if you're wrong.